Morning, morning, morning. Um, I'm up this morning. Today is February the 13th. We have 10 days left. Yesterday I got home, and it's crazy because, for one, my friend sells these patches, and I've been like wanting to try them, and I got one yesterday. I got 5 of them, but they all do different things. And she got put Joy on yesterday. So this is actually kind of a funny story. So I think I put it on like 1 or 2 o'clock. I wasn't gonna take it all, or in the afternoon, like at lunchtime. I was like, oh, I'll try one now, because actually I took it off this morning, but I had showered and everything, and it still was on. I didn't. I don't know how long I can take it. Could use it. But anyways, when I got off, I was supposed to go to the school because we had a fundraiser, but she didn't buy that many bundt cakes, so we didn't have that many to sell. So we went to go and yeah, they sold out, so I didn't go. So I don't know, just in the last month or two, I've just came to the realization that my son still has not found a job. Understand, I'm not blaming him for anything that we're going through, but also understand last year, this time, I was like, okay, start looking for a job, and he's 16 then, 17 now, so he's still a kid. But I just have really realized that I'm going to have to make him go to work because he's so lazy. So I go when I get off, and I'm like, I need just space from him. I don't know what the next couple weeks is going to bring. Are we going to have to stay in a hotel? Are one of these places that we've done apply to going to come through? Or is it random? I have no idea. He ended up, okay, so understand the last couple weeks, we hadn't really had an inspection. And she put the mop somewhere. She comes up, she cleans she'll clean something, or somebody will clean something, and they take the mop and it's gone. And I'm thinking I shouldn't have to buy a mop. You know what I mean? I already have to buy mop stuff because you don't provide that up here. Because somewhere you think I'm going to steal it all, or whatever the fuck you think. I would probably be mopping more a week. Anyways, when I got there, understand it's like 6 units. To me, she should be providing cleaning supplies. They should be in the thing. We should be able to use them. I don't know what people are going to do, cook some drugs with them. I don't know. I shouldn't have to come to you every time I need just every little thing to me. Because I need stuff. Anyways, so, and if you have stuff that you could be giving me, because Lord knows you are not using it anyways, you're just stockpiling at this point, because I'm still the only family up there, and we have a week left. She hasn't let any other family come up there. And I know I'm not the only person. I'm not the only person going through this. Did God isolate me for a reason? For sure. But we've been the only people staying at this homeless shelter or upstairs. There's been homeless people downstairs, but they haven't put any families up there, and there's 6 units. There's a lady that stays up there, and she cooks. Like, somehow she became the cook and she's able to stay there. I do not think that's fair. I think she's nice. She probably can't find a place to live, but I don't think that's fair. I'm sorry. They should be providing her a place to live. So if they're, but I guess maybe or she should be still the day person. She should be making more money and be the babysitter on the weekends. It just makes sense to me. She's there. You know what I'm saying? Well, she's off on the weekends. She lives there. You know what I mean? Like, there's such a thing, I guess, maybe in the old school, or maybe just where I'm from, is that if she's on the land, she's fucking working. What the fuck? Every day off, you need to leave. But anyways, and I'm not trying to be rude, but moving forward. So yesterday when I got to the room, I was just hit by just a smell of just straight funk. It just completely stunk in there. And I opened up the door. I was like, we have to open up the door. I was like, you're just in here. Have you showered? You know what I mean? Like what is going on? You know? And it's crazy because whenever I got off work, I went to Target to get the cleaning supplies because I had realized when I got there that I didn't have any cleaning supplies. Like no multi-purpose cleaner. I have toilet shit, and I was out of the other shit I had got pulled from my house because I honestly was just trying not to spend no money and didn't bring stuff to my house. Anyways, yeah, so so I was like, I didn't have cleaning supplies, so I was like, I have to go on the way back from work tomorrow because I didn't feel like going back out. Like, that shit's exhausting. I gotta walk down 2 flights of stairs. I don't walk all day. I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I don't get to wash till Thursday either, so that doesn't really kind of make sense because she would technically always smell something. But anyways, Titan left the trash. The trash was still sitting there. He walked in the door, walked past the trash, went and laid down, and probably was masturbating, I think. But, oh man, I hope our video doesn't get down for that. But I just don't know I just don't know what was going on there. I'm not sure what he was doing. But, he was asleep with his, down to his underwear. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Oh, I just fell asleep. You're asleep and this house stinks. I'm like, you didn't smell that when you walked in here today. No. This is the fucking lie. I was like, then it's you. You know what I mean? Like, then you're creating this smell because you don't smell it. That's just like scientific, you know? So, anyways, we go on to, we go on to, we go on to start cleaning because I'm like, well, let's go ahead and clean because I know when I sit down, I want to stay down, and the faster we get it over with, the faster it'll be done. You know what I'm saying? So I went to clean for him, or clean. He was helping me. You know, I made him sweep him up the hallways. I was like, I should have been making you do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not working. You need to be doing the chores. Yeah, you're going to school, but I'll go to school. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? And it still came down to me to wash the toilet, and then I'm like, oh, this is his piss, because why are you missing the toilet? You're 17. Just lazy. Somebody else will clean it up. You know what I'm saying? And then he has no idea how that pissed me off. He has no idea how that had pissed me off as it is. Like, you peed all over this fucking bath mat. I really want to wash it. It was the last thing to wash, and I'm just like, don't worry about it, because we're not gonna have it. And I think whoever was downstairs last night just let us wash, you know, because they knew there was only one washer up there, and it's like, I didn't get here till 6. Like, I have a whole life, you know what I mean? Like, I can only use the washer until 9 o'clock on the day that I wash, because I'm gone all fucking day, because on my actual day off, I can't stay there and just do laundry and just clean and have a day to clean, a cleaning day. Like, it just makes no sense. I love my son, but I really feel like he's 6'3" and he has to go to work. And I've been telling him, but I was like, Titan, you get mad when I talk about it, but I can look at your emails and you don't have any confirmation of any jobs. I saw Wingstop. Like, you're not actually applying to any jobs. You're just waiting on me, waiting for me to complain so you can say that you're doing it. It's just a cycle. And honestly, it's been like a year now that we've been in this cycle of him not finding a job. And I'm offering help, and understand my son is a Capricorn. Forgive me, Father. But he's actually on the cusp of Capricorn Sagittarius, so it's just stubborn old man energy. So he knows everything, and it's... I've taught him to listen, but us going through the things we've gone through, he still has a thought about me. Like, oh, she just spends money on dumb stuff. No, I buy what I want to buy. I don't buy what you want me to buy, because he be wanting me to buy shit too. And, you know, like I said, this isn't a smear campaign, and at least to my son, because I love my son, but I wouldn't say I created a monster because overall Titan's a good year, but I need to finish raising him, and it hasn't really stuck with him. I've noticed that every year we go through this about cleaning, doing something, because every year he's in a different phase of his life. But this year I have to stay on him just as much as I have been because it's been nasty. I've decided if we do have to get a 1 bedroom, that I'm taking the room because it would stay cleaner if it was my room, and it's gonna just get dirty if it's his. And if he sleeps in the living room, he'll have to keep it clean. So that just makes sense to me. So I didn't say pray we get the 2 bedroom, but if we end up moving to 1 bedroom, I'm taking the room. Because at first I was gonna give it to him, but I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that because it's more I would have to clean up later, giving you a place to just bury yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, 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 no. Like, I hope we get a 2 bedroom though, honestly, because I do want him to have his own personal space. But like, I, I'm not where I need to be right now to create that for him. Will I always, once I get my life together, try to be that type of mother who has an extra room for him to come stay, like at any time? Yeah, I do want to be, but that's not where I'm at right now. Like, like when he does go off to college, I honestly might even want to go stay on campus or go to the academy. I might go stay on campus and just keep all my shit in storage. You know what I'm saying? And just really be saving money because what, what, what good does it do to be paying for a 2 bedroom apartment, but he's all the way in college? Like, that's just money that we could be saving. And that would make him fucking stay there, which, like I said, I love my son. And, but he has to learn how to be a man. And going away like this will teach him how to be a man because I haven't been able to teach him that. Because all he wanted to do whenever we were talking last night, he's like, you're going to lie and say that? I'm thinking, I have told you to go get the mop bucket. Or I've said a million times, I keep forgetting to get it. Titan, you need to be asking. Titan, you need to be asking. Titan, I really wish you would go down there and get that. And see, since that wasn't in order, he doesn't do it. So then it's just, no, you've never told me that. You've suggested it. I'm a liar. You're a fucking liar because you should have just went and fucking got it. So I'd shut the fuck up. Because, excuse me, he went and got I was like, when you really need the mop, the mop. And then he went downstairs and just got the fucking mop. And I'm like, Titan, where's the bucket? I don't know. So you're not going to get the bucket? I was like, I guess I have to get the fucking bucket because you're not going to go back downstairs and get the bucket. And it's like, it's just, he said, he's so literal. I really have to just be giving him orders. Like, it's crazy. Like, I can see what he means, but he's still lying because I still have needed this fucking mop bucket. Like, I keep forgetting this fucking mop bucket. I want the type of son who would have taken the initiative to just go get it because he knows I'm fucking tired. But to him in his head, I'm tired. No, but you've just been at fucking school. You've been sitting down learning mainly. You know what I mean? I've been on my feet having to work and smelling fucking people's faces and carry the fucking weight of the world on my shoulders. Like, and I'm not saying that I'm trying to hand him anything, but it's just time that he gets kicked out of the nest and I need to stop spoiling him and, really just, what's the word? Let him learn the way of life. Like, it is so important that we get him signed up for school next month. It is so important. Like, I'm glad the application is free because mine was $70, but it's just good that we did it because I don't want to be here because this and then all I could think, and I'm telling you because I be doing this with men, but how he was acting last night, even when I came at him, I was so calm because of the joy that I had. I was so calm. He okay, yeah, so I sat and talked to him and I told him all this stuff. You're not getting the room, you will be sleeping in the living room because then we'll be I'll be able to make sure that you're actually on top of your cleaning because you're in the living room. You know what I'm saying? And then he was pissed about that. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, you just lost you just lost the reason I have the room because, I don't know. He's just going to have to do better. Cool. Well, to me, it showed me that I need to be able to walk in the house and smell how he's living because he's such a gamer. He just got to come out of the room. It just makes sense. It makes me honestly just want the one bedroom even more now because I'm just like, I've got to get this kid out of this room. You know what I mean? I've got to get him out of this gaming chair and out of this virtual world and fucking working. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the academy would be the best thing for him because, he's just staying busy. And then, because games is a good thing to have for a hobby. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Do I think he's going to turn to be a bad kid? No, but this shit right here, I'm like, this just gets worse. All this anger, like, no. But I just have to keep taking it step by step because I don't want to be pushing Titan to the streets because he's also at that age too. And he's really too smart for that though, but at the same time, me putting him mentally in a position where he thinks he has to be alone or anything would put him in a bad thing. But I just think it's best to let him sleep in the living room, or let the living room be his room, and then I'll have that room. But yeah, and we'll just be on top of cleaning it. That'll make us both clean it more because I know if the kitchen's clean, it's not the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, he's not. I wrote down a list of rules. I'm going to write them up and print them out and have him sign them. And, I'm going to sign them. Like, I'm not forcing you to sign them, but I want you to sign it that you understand that these are the rules. Like, you have to work. Your curfew is 11. You know what I mean? Like, I even gave him a curfew, so I feel like that part needed to happen too. Me actually planning, things and, getting things situated. Like, these are the rules of my house. If you do not follow them, you'll have to go the fuck on away from here because I love you, but that's, there has to be a consequence. I even read the consequences to him. Like, no electronics. I'm taking them away. You know what I mean? And he just looking like, yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna have that cord. Do what you gotta do. Your ass will be in fucking jail. You know what I mean? Fucking with me. Um, or just he typically probably will just do what he gotta do to keep his shit done. Though I already know. Like, I know that these things have been kind of just because we don't have the dogs anymore either, so he's not gonna be walking the dog. So it just stunk in there so bad. I don't know what it was, but I made sure all the blankets got washed because his one blanket too that he uses the most, he hasn't washed it. And he didn't want to wash it or I think I washed it once since we've been here, but because it smelled like Sabo, and I'm like, that's so sweet, but that's nasty at the same time too, So I let him have it for a while, and I'm just glad it's in good shape because he can keep it with him. He can take it with him to training and stuff, or to the academy. But he's about to start working. We're gonna be getting an Uber account, and doing taxis because it'll be worth it in the long run. You know what I mean? It'll be worth it in the long run where we're already just doing this, to where, yeah, he just has himself together because I love my son so much, but I love myself more because I'm not going to be that parent that is teaching him to use people, because to me he's using me. Like I said, he hasn't really been applying to that many jobs in the last it's February. We've been here for 3 months. You still haven't found a job. Well, I'm like, well, I don't blame you. I'm like, it would be easier. I'm like, but at the end of the day, it would just be easier for you to find a job that's next to school to where you could at least go there. But I think I've already said that. He just still hasn't tried. I'm sorry. Maybe I've told him a million things. I don't fucking know. He needs to try. Because that's, I think that's why I probably ended up the way I did and not really ever had a lot of kids, because it'd just be too much on me, thinking for someone else, having to remind them to do something, you know what I mean? Or maybe just this time around. I feel like my last 20 years that God had to mature me. Titan definitely matured me a lot, being his mom did, because I can see how, for one, how that patch helped. I'm so serious. And two, how I needed to be on his ass. I was like, I'm too nice to you. I gotta be on your ass more, you know? And then he didn't eat anything last night, and he think that's punishing me. It's not punishing me, it's punishing you. Because you're not eating by choice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but he didn't see me eat because I ate. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's kind of partly why he didn't eat, but I've just been telling him that I'm tired, you know, and I left a little bit earlier, so maybe he'll have the house to kind of like get up and make him something to eat if he's hungry. And I just pray that, you know, he knows he can have all that bacon in there. And I'm just thankful that I'm able to provide food for him because there is food there, you know. We eat good. We do, because y'all know I'm a health nut. And like Titan just, I don't know. I don't know. He's gonna do great. He's gonna be great. It's just a season in his life where he has to be reminded, because you know he's a new age. He's 17. I just realized I have to stay calm with him because I'm going to be leading by direct. If I want him calm with me, I have to be calm with him. You know what I'm saying? Was I mad? Was I cussing a little bit? Yes. Oh, and then his country ass. Something told me to get up and go help him with the laundry. You know what I mean? So I get up and go in the laundry room, and he has put the blankets that were already drying in there and the clothes in there. He like doubled it up like we were at the fucking laundromat, and I'm like Titan. And I just pulled the shit out. I gave them their blanket back. I just folded it up and put it next to the other ones. And the sheet, I just folded it up and laid it right there because I was like, it's not ours. It goes on that bed. We're not using it anyways. You know what I'm saying? Why even keep it in there? Took out the blankets that we needed because the black one is ours. The sheet is hers. The other blanket is hers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to leave that room in perfect condition, just the way I found it. And I'm sorry if she felt any other way. And I did email her and apologize. I mean, like, I did tell her some things, you know, like that. And I don't feel like I was necessarily blaming Titan. I hope she didn't take it that way, because he kind of took it that way, which I didn't tell him that. I even emailed her, but I didn't feel like I was taking it out on him. I was hoping that she saw where, if anything, to me, it's a flaw in my parenting. I'm spoiling him. You know what I mean? Like, look at me. I'm working so much, and the room is dirty, and he's in there asleep, and there's trash right here, and he had to smell this shit when he walked by, because you were even my witness to even smelling it, or she was even my witness even smelling it. You know what I mean? Like, just exhausting. And you try to be the best parent you can, but right now this is where Titan has to get some tough love, or he's, one, not gonna leave me, two, going to always think he can run all over me. You know what I mean? And that's not the situation at all. So yeah, and I had been wanting to make a list of rules, and I am going to get him to sign them when he's calmer. And getting his haircut Saturday for Valentine's Day, and I'm probably going to take him out to a good lunch, and then we're going to go and just get comfortable. And it's not this weekend, yeah. It's already last Saturday to really chill. And it had been clean every Thursday until then, just maybe, or it just wasn't that clean. Like, it didn't stink when we walked in there. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know what it was, but it stunk so bad in there. Like, I don't know what it was. I have no idea, but no. Nope, nope, nope. But it smells better now, and, you know, hopefully things just get better. Or, I'm sorry, they will get better. I know they will. I'm just kind of tired this morning. I came to get me a massage, so I need to do that. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for listening. I don't even know. I'm exhausted and need coffee and breakfast. But I'm gonna go get a massage and get my day started. Oh yeah, because my shoulder is hurting. But you know what the best thing is that I spend my money on as a homeless person in 2026, as a homeless parent? Planet Fitness. Because I can go and get a massage. Black card, period. Y'all have a good day.